The book Post-Islamism, Islamic Social Movements in the Era of Neoliberal Globalization, written by Dr. Husnul Amin, is a comprehensive research work based on a snapshot approach, keeping in background the accommodating attitude and amenability of Islamic social movements around the globe. This study has critically examined some of the main theoretical threads deployed to the study of Islamic social movements. The book addressed the ways these Islamic social forces have internalized opportunities created by neoliberal globalization, specifically in the last 3 decades.
This book basically deals with an empirical example of post-Islamist social and political trajectory as well as intellectual trajectory in Pakistan and beyond. In the Middle East as well.
In the recent past, considerable academic literature produced around the globe has addressed the diverse nature of responses to globalization by the Islamic social trajectories in the Muslim world. Depending on opportunities and ideational frameworks of the Islamic social movements, the variety of these responses range from complete rejection to partial acceptance to internalization. Looking at the empirical evidence of such an accommodating attitude of the Islamic social forces around the globe, the Islamophobic provocations may be questioned that see an essential antagonism between globalization, which is backed by the West, and Islamic movements which are driven by religious ideologies. Predictions were also made about an inevitable clash between the two culturally incompatible entities, that is, the West and Islam. A scenario of jihad versus Macworld and Mecca versus mechanization was painted in the popular media. However, the recent scholarship has largely deviated from the trend and questioned not only the unstated assumptions of such approaches, but also highlighted countless empirical examples that question the validity of an us versus them polarization. Amin has tried to understand the dynamics of this process in his book, so indeed it's an important contribution to understanding the construct of Muslim intellectual movements in contemporary societies.
You can say a variant of Islamism. It is not something post-Islamism doesn't mean that Islamism is dead and its entire energies are drained out now. But in this case I deal with the issues that were not actually captured by political Islam and as well as militant Islam, and post-Islamism has created new space for creative thinking and for political mobilization, political participation and political activism as well.
As an empirical example, this research explored and highlighted the emergence of an intellectual community in Pakistan led by a religious scholar, Javed Ahmed Ghamidi. Genesis, intellectual biography and unprecedented popularity gained by Ghamidi and his close associates also revealed mutation, discontinuity and change from their previous religious position. The research focused on a study of two mainstream Islamic political parties through the lens of their electoral manifestos and the news content. Methodologically, it employed the manifesto coding scheme and empiricized the Islamic political parties' platforms on various issues relating to politics, economy, external relations, social fabric and Islamic Sharia.
In this book, I deviate from their main understanding of post-Islamism as well, because in their understanding, political Islam and Islamism has reached a dead end and it has lost all its energies, creative energies and potentials. But in my case, I deal with post-Islamism as a transformative conscious project which deals with the youth concerns, minorities concerns, gender issues related to development and human rights.
This book is a great recommendation for the audience who is keen to learn that how in 1999 post-colonial Pakistan took consciously the path of moderate Islam, recognizing the space for women, youth and non-Muslim voices, and consequently allowed pluralism to play a crucial role in the socio-economic development and democratization of Pakistani society.